As Pokemon card collectors, we all have those times where we're searching after something special. Whether it's the newest chase card from the newest and most hyped modern set, or that vintage card that gives you that special tingly feeling that you remember having when you were a kid. But something that a lot of us have in common is we don't all have endless amounts of money to waste chasing after these cards. So let's take a look at some of the newest sets and the chase cards from those sets and see if we can determine what would be better, buying packs in an attempt to pull the card, or just biting the bullet and buying it outright. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, that God loves you, and that there is a wonderful plan for your life. You know, I always say it's a beautiful day in Texas. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's 108 degrees in Texas today, and my studio does not get the best air conditioning, but it's still a great day. Today I want to talk with you guys and compare the pros and the cons of cracking packs in search of that nice chase card, or just biting the bullet and waiting a few weeks or a month and then going and buying the card itself. This seems to be a topic that I constantly see up for discussion in Facebook groups and on Instagram, and it's like these two sides, these two teams, the people that want to chase after the cards and buy the packs and hope to pull it, and the people that are just like, yeah, I know my odds of pulling it are low, I'm just going to buy the card. And something that I see happening quite often is you either have people that get really lucky and pull something they're looking for fast, or you have people that never pull it after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards and realize how much money they've wasted and they could have just bought the card themselves. So we're going to look at some examples from some of the newest sets and some of the most hyped chase cards from those sets and present some information so you guys can make the decision what would be best for you to crack a bunch of packs searching for that chase card, or to just go out and buy it.
Today's video is sponsored by Invasion Toys. Invasion Toys is a great place to find all of your favorite collectibles and trading cards. Make sure to download the Invasion Toys app for push notifications on restocks of the season's hottest items, and use code Applesauce when you check out to save 5% on your order of $20 or more.
If this is your first time to the channel and you like all things Pokemon, I try to bring you guys 2 to 3 videos a week, so make sure to hit that subscription button and that notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, because likes are free and it really does help. So to preface, before we start looking at all of this information, I am going to be giving examples from the most recent sets, and I am just going to assume retail value of about $4 per pack. Now, I know $4 per pack isn't going to be entirely accurate, because some of these packs are now selling for maybe $6 or $10 or even more, but we're just going to go with the general $4 per pack so we can see a nice little baseline, kind of what the lowest cost would be if we actually did get these packs at retail. And I'm using TCG average market value pricing for my values on the chase cards. I know it might not be exactly perfect, but TCG market average is a nice average of what the market currently is willing to pay for a decent condition card. It may not be mint, because when you pull a card, it doesn't guarantee you that that card is going to be mint condition. So for those purposes, we will be using TCG market average prices and the information that I've used on the pull rates of all of these specific cards. I have seen a lot of people say, you know, that it's not accurate, whatever the case may be. A lot of these tests were done using 1,400 packs, 2,000 packs, 3,000 packs, samplings being opened to get these averages and pull rates. It might not be perfect, but I don't know how many of you guys are opening 3,000 packs or 1,400 packs to figure out how hard something is to pull. I know I'm not. And something that I always do is when there's a new set and there's a card that I'm looking for, I usually give myself about 100 packs. A few sets recently, I've opened more than 100 packs trying to find something, but that's usually my personal gauge, is 100 packs. So if retail is, let's just call retail about $4 to be very conservative on the low end, I give myself about $400 an opportunity to pull things, because I like to try my luck and maybe I'll pull some other cards. So we're only going to be looking at specific chase cards, but there are so many other cards in each of these sets that you could pull, so that is something else to take into consideration as well. So let's start off with Champion's Path. I think Champion's Path is a perfect example because it was a set that wasn't that great. It was a specialty set that really only had 2 cards, but both of those cards were secret rare Charizards, so it made it very, very popular. So currently, the TCG market average value on the Charizards is $226 for the Rainbow Charizard VMAX and $212 for the Shiny Charizard V. Those are currently values that you could go out and you could buy those cards in singles right now around those values ungraded. So pull rates for each of them are around less than 0.5% to pull those. So you have essentially under 1% chance of pulling either of those cards from any of the packs that you open, and it's approximately 1 out of 200 packs that you'll pull a Rainbow Charizard and 1 out of 300 packs that you'll pull a Shiny Charizard V from Champion's Path. Now for those averages, I have bumped those averages up just a little bit just to kind of round them up to the next nearest big number just to make it easy, but on the graphics I'm using you'll see the actual numbers because these numbers aren't perfect, but I do believe these numbers are good averages and good numbers to wrap your head around to kind of get a good feeling of how hard it might actually be to pull these cards. So if the Rainbow Charizard VMAX is around 200 packs, you can average 1 out of every 200 packs. If they are retail at $4 each, remember retail at $4 being very conservative, you're looking at $800 before you potentially statistically pull 1 Charizard VMAX Rainbow, and then Shiny Charizard V, if it's around 300 packs at $4, you're looking at around $1,200. So when you look at it like that, and you look at just the very simple what the averages are, you could potentially spend $800 trying to pull one and $1,200 trying to pull another, when now you could buy both of them for under $500. And so that begs the question, should you just go out and buy the singles, or do you want to open all the packs? Now, a little bit of an outlier is I've opened about 200 packs of Champion's Path, and I've pulled 2 Charizard VMAX Rainbows and 2 Shiny Charizard Vs, and I've only opened 200. And so that's kind of where it gets into, you know, people can have better luck and people can have worse luck. So looking at the Champion's Path Charizards, you could essentially save a lot of money if you just went out and bought the singles, if you were only chasing after those chase cards, which a lot of people that are just collectors and not players tend to just chase after the pretty chase cards. I know I do that sometimes. Moving on to Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage, the main chase out of Vivid Voltage is the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX. Now, Rainbow Pikachu VMAX has the TCG average market price currently of about $250. When it first started getting pulled, it was a little over $300, and now it has settled to about $250 for the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX card. Now, this card has an incredibly hard pull rate. I've opened about 200 packs of Vivid Voltage. I've never pulled one. I don't see people pulling the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX anywhere near as often as they're pulling any of the Shiny Charizard VMAX, the Shiny Charizard V, or the Rainbow Charizard VMAX. I don't see Rainbow Pikachu getting pulled anywhere near that amount. And so for an average value of about $250, it seems like it could be a good deal just to go buy that card instead of opening packs to try and pull it, especially when you look at the fact that it has a pull rate of about 1% or less, or essentially 1 out of every 1,100 packs you might get this Rainbow Pikachu VMAX. Now, this Rainbow Pikachu VMAX seems to be such a rare pull that it's hard to get averages. I think the test that they used from the numbers that I got for this one, I think they opened over 2,000 packs to get these numbers. So the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX is something that's incredibly hard to pull. Let's just say it's 1 out of every 1,000 packs at a very conservative low retail number of $4 a pack. You're looking at $4,000 potentially to pull one. Or you could try your luck and maybe you spend $500 and you still don't pull one, and then you could have went ahead and bought 2. Again, I want to reiterate, I'm using a very conservative retail value of $4 a pack. $5 a pack would probably be a little more realistic, but I'm trying to give the very bottom baseline of what you could potentially be costing when you're just trying to chase after a card and opening packs instead of buying the single. So comparing Vivid Voltage and Champion's Path, like I said, I've personally opened about 200 packs of each. I've pulled 0 Rainbow Pikachus, and I have pulled 4 Charizards from Champion's Path, 2 Rainbows and 2 Shinies. And if that kind of gives you an idea of the pull rates, and it's not 200 packs each isn't a huge sampling size, but it's a decent sample size that seems to line up with the numbers that I'm seeing based upon these tests. Guys, drop me a comment down below. Have you pulled the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX? I don't see that card getting pulled a whole lot. Ironically, it's not that pretty of a card in my opinion. I much prefer the Full Art Pikachu V from Vivid Voltage, but drop me a comment down below and let me know if you've pulled the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX. Okay, moving on to the new hotness, at least as of right now, the newest shiny, chunky Charizard boy that everybody wants, the Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. This is a card that I've still yet to pull. I stopped opening Shining Fates at about 100 packs and I've yet to pull it. When Shining Fates came out, it was super hyped. There was people selling Charizards for $800, $900, and I've said multiple times that I told people this is not going to be a $1,000 card. This is going to be a under $200 card, and people trolled me across the internet like I was some noob that had no idea what I was doing. Well, couple months down the line, if we look at it now, Shining Charizard VMAX has a TCG market average value of $175 raw. It does have pull rates of around 1 out of every 300 packs. Again, I've bumped those numbers up just a little bit to make them nice and round and even for everybody. So 1 out of 300 packs for a card that now is valued at around $175 raw. Let's say you want to get one that's super, super crispy mint. Let's say it's $200. Well, if you're spending a very low average of $4 a pack, you could expect to spend around $1,200 before you pull one Shiny Charizard VMAX. I've opened 100 packs of Shining Fates. I spent a decent amount of money on Shining Fates and I have pulled 0 Shiny Charizard VMAXs. So what did I do? I bought a couple raw ones for really, really cheap. And now I have some to grade and I have to have in my collection. And the big caveat, we're going to talk about Hidden Fates next. Hidden Fates is a Sun and Moon instead of a Sword and Shield, but I want to talk about Hidden Fates next. But the big caveat to all of this is that there are other cards to pull. For the purposes of this video and this talk, we're just talking about going after that chase card. That card that's really, really sought after. The most expensive card in the set. But the thing is with these other cards to pull, they are a lot cheaper than the chase card. For example, with Shining Fates, Skyla. Skyla is not a very easy pull, but she is so cheap now. She's like $25 for this beautiful full art trainer card. So I'm not averaging in the pulls from the other cards that are nice to pull because those cards are usually a lot cheaper than the chase cards. And so if it's cheaper just to buy the chase card instead of cracking a bunch of packs, then it's cheaper to buy the other cards as well. That's one caveat. The other caveat that you have to think about is this is the team that I fall into. I enjoy opening packs. A lot of people really enjoy opening packs. That's why I give myself a limit on how many packs I can open. And then if I haven't pulled what I want to pull, then I kind of stop opening them a lot and I'll just kind of go out and buy it. But I personally enjoy opening packs. I really like when I pull the card that I want, that card has a sentimental value to me that I won't have if I just buy it personally. So that's something else to consider is some people really enjoy buying packs. So the fact that it may be a lot more expensive just to open a bunch of packs instead of buying singles might actually be worth it to the people that enjoy the process of cracking packs and enjoy that potential sentimental value of pulling that card that is really, really cool to them and having it forever. So that's something else to consider as well. And the converse in the opposite is equally as viable. Some people don't care about that. Some people just want the cards that they want. They don't have the money or they don't have the time to be cracking a bunch of packs and running around. And if those people are patient and wait, they can get the cards that they want for really, really cheap. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people operate in both ways. Okay, let's look at Hidden Fates. Like I said, this is Sun and Moon, but we're going to look at the Hidden Fates Charizard Shiny Charizard GX. Has a current TCG market value of about $429 for a raw card. And this Hidden Fates Shiny Charizard GX has a pull rate of approximately 1 out of every 400 packs. So if we're opening, and Hidden Fates is even a bigger outlier because Hidden Fates packs are selling for a lot more than any of these other packs that we've talked about from any of these other sets. But let's just say a very, very cheap retail, conservative retail of $4 a pack. You could expect to spend $1,600 to be able to guarantee to pull one according to the pull rates for a card that is selling for about $400. So the general theme that I'm seeing here is based on the pull rates and then based on how much the cards are worth after several months and the market has stabilized and actually given like an accurate market value, you could expect to spend anywhere from 4 to 5 times the amount of money trying to pull a specific chase card than you would if you waited a couple months and just bought that specific chase card. So you could save anywhere from 75% or more of your money if you were just patient and waited and bought that chase card down the line as a single. Like I said, there are other things to take into consideration. People like myself who enjoy the process of cracking the packs and enjoy potentially being able to pull that card and having that sentimental value, like my Charizard VMAX Rainbow, like my Charizard V Shiny. Those are sentimental cards to me because I enjoyed pulling them, like many other cards that I pulled myself that I really enjoyed because I pulled them. That's something else you have to take in consideration. That means a lot to people. A lot of people are willing to pay that extra amount of money specifically for the thrill of the hunt. But where you fall into a really dangerous area, and I've seen this on Facebook a lot, is when you expect to pull the chase card because you have opened 200 packs, because you opened 100 packs, because, oh my God, I spent $2,000, I should have pulled this card. Well, maybe not if, you know, the pull rates are 1 out of 400 and you're buying packs at around $6 or $7 a piece. You're not guaranteed to pull anything. So if you're of the mindset that if I spend $500, I should pull this card, that's not the case. If you have that mindset, you might just want to wait and buy the single. So I think definitively, and I think a lot of people knew this already, but I wanted to put the data in front of everyone. It definitely is cheaper to buy the singles, especially with the cards that aren't the most expensive ones. But I wanted to put the data and the information out there for everybody, because for me, having the data helps me understand and make decisions. So really, you just have to decide for yourself. Do you just want the cards, or do you enjoy the chase of the cards? Whichever one is the case for you, it will help you determine if you're going to buy a bunch of packs and crack packs, or if you're just going to buy the cards. So I'd love to know your thoughts, guys. Drop me a comment down below and let me know what team you're on. Are you on the team that loves the thrill of the hunt and wants to crack the packs? And if you pull something, great. If you don't, it was fun. Or no, I want the cards that I want, I've got to buy the singles. What team are you on? Drop me a comment down in the comments below. All right, my friends, well, I hope I earned your subscription today. I hope you'll check out these videos right here. Lots of stuff I know you will enjoy. If you haven't already, hit that subscription button and that notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up because likes are free and it really does help. And like I always say, find somebody to love and serve today and be the change you want to see in the world. We'll see you next time.